there. I got a hot zip. I got a hot zip for their ass.
Nice, perfect bomb, bro. Those are perfect missiles.
Behind you, behind you. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god. Angles.
Fucking clean.
Angles going crazy.
They don't get cleaner than that, bro.
Oh my god. And we just came in with some Terminator shit. Like,
this one is repping. Oh my god, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping. Oh my god.
what's good, YouTube? Welcome everybody back to the channel. Have no fear, Unreal Divine is here, and today, as the title states, we jumping straight into it. We are breaking down positioning. Apex Legends has a bunch of core game elements and concepts that if you apply to your gameplay, you're guaranteed to dominate, and positioning is one of the biggest. So if you guys are new to the channel, I break down a bunch of different concepts, and I try to help you guys get better at Apex Legends. So if you guys like that type of content, make sure you guys smack that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and with that being said, we getting straight into it. Make sure you guys stay to the end of the video if you guys want some of the best tips. I purposely put them at the end of the video so whoever stays to the end of the video can reap those rewards. And with that being said, we jumping in straight to tip number 1, and that is staying near cover. This is a tip that is honestly critical to you guys' gameplay. It's going to instantly make you guys a lot better, I'm telling you. What I mean by staying near cover is pretty much self-explanatory, but when you guys are in gunfights, when you guys are rotating, pretty much any moment in the game, you always want to be near some type of cover, either a wall, maybe a door. It's going to help you guys a lot because if you get into danger, you have an instant escape. Like a zip line, for example. There's a bunch of different things you can do, but always try to stay near cover. And this is also going to help for the legends who don't have an escape. For example, Wraith has an escape. She can go into the void and get out of situations very quickly, but there are some legends who don't have that. Who's a good example? Gibraltar, he doesn't really have an escape, so he has to run out of situations. He's very slow, he's very big, so always being near cover, having something to get to, so that you're covered when you need to heal up, is going to make you guys so much better. And that's an instant tip to help you guys increase your guys gameplay. Moving on, tip number 2, I got high ground for you guys. High ground. If you notice a lot in my gameplays, a lot of the time I don't just push straight into a building. A lot of times I take a high ground, a high position approach, because you can see a lot more, you can gather a lot more information, and on top of that, you're also putting yourself at an advantage because the enemy can only really see your head. They can only see the top of your body. The rest of your body, is covered, so it makes their shots a lot harder to hit. And then you can see, potentially their whole body. You have, better advantage. And then you can also just back up and get out of their line of sight. So taking high ground when you guys are engaging in gunfights, when you guys are trying to do team fights or whatnot, it's going to help you guys a lot. You see a lot of the pros doing it. You see a lot of the top level players. They always consistently try to get to the top, and then they work their way down. Okay, so tip number 3. This is honestly one of the most important tips on this video, and that is staying near your team. Now, I know it sounds so simple, but for some reason people do not understand this in Apex Legends. Apex Legends is a team-based game. There's a time to kill. It takes a certain amount of time to kill someone. It's not like Call of Duty, you just 2 bullets and they're dead. So if you're near team, the more guns, the better. It's a numbers game. So if you have 2 people shooting at one person, he's going to instantly get destroyed because there's more damage being outputted towards that one person. Ideally, also, if you're near your team, they can also help you when you're getting hurt. For example, you have a Gibby in your team, you're hurt, he can throw his bubble down. A Newcastle can help you. Staying near your team helps you so much. It also applies a certain amount of pressure to other teams because they see that there's a full team. They're not going to be, you know, goofy and just push the entire team. But if they see a solo and you're by yourself, of course they're going to push. So there's just so much with staying near your team. Also, you can swap in and out from your team. Like, if you're shooting at someone, you get low, he can start shooting, you can heal up, and vice versa. There's just so much that you can do. And you see the top level players, you see in tournaments, they're literally sticking with the team. They're holding hands for a reason. Apex Legends is not Call of Duty. Yes, it can be played in that way if you're really skilled enough, but most players need to be sticking with their team. Most players need to be coordinating with their team. So tip number 4, rotations. If you guys are trying to win more games, try to rotate earlier. A lot of times, a lot of you guys are dying because you guys are rotating super late and the circle's closed, and then you got a lot of people gatekeeping you, like keeping you out from getting inside the circle while you're taking damage, and it's just a headache. A lot of you guys are struggling because you guys aren't rotating early. You guys want to try to get inside the circle very quickly, and then you guys want to position yourself in the best position possible while you're inside the circle for the next rotation. So try to rotate early. This is kind of self-explanatory. I'm not going to break it down too much, but this is going to help you guys increase you guys' win rate a lot. Just by rotating the circle early, because you're going to stop dying from just trying to get inside the circle. Okay, so shout out to everyone who's still watching the video. Like I said at the beginning, I saved a lot of the super useful and vital tips towards the end of the video, and this is one of the first ones. So tip number 5, I got head glitching. Head glitching, if you're not familiar with what that is, it's just where you in a position to where the enemy can only really see your head and you can see, you know, pretty much everything because, you know, you still have the angle. It's pretty much used a lot in Call of Duty, for example. You know, that's where it kind of originated from, but a lot of other games, you know, implement the same thing. So it's just pretty much taking cover and limiting how much exposure the enemy can see to your body. It's similar to approaching situations the high ground, because if you have high ground, you technically are sometimes in a position of a head glitch. But just like I said, you guys just want to try to position yourself to where the enemy can only see a certain amount of your body and you can see all of the enemy. That way they have to shoot specifically at that small target area, like your head, for example, to try to kill you. Now you guys don't want to just camp with this. But what you guys want to do is, for example, if you guys are in certain buildings and a lot of stuff is going on, because, you know, Apex gets chaotic super fast. So if you guys like see a box or you see a terminal, you can get behind and just limit, you know, a portion of your body. Use that to your advantage. I'm telling you, it's gonna throw your enemies off. They're not gonna be able to just spray down and just, you know, try to shoot everything, you know, all over your body. They're gonna have to really have actually good accuracy, and if they don't have that accuracy, they're gonna miss a lot of shots, and you can get create an advantage and take advantage because of that. So tip number 6, like I said, these are the super useful tips, and that is game awareness. Now it's not 100% correlates with positioning, so let me break down what I mean by game awareness. And specifically, I mean understanding like where other teams are around you in the game, where you're at in the map. For example, if you hear a third party like maybe north a little bit, and you hear, you know, maybe another team east, you want to be familiar with how many teams are left, where those teams are at, where you're at, because if you push the teams that are fighting and you know there's another team behind you, then literally you could get third parties yourself once you go try to third party these first two teams. So you always kind of want to be familiar if you're like in a hot zone, how many teams are left, and just trying to be conscious of how many teams are around you. It's not going to be perfect. It's a little easier said than done. This comes with a lot of experience, but if you guys can master this and understand when teams are going to push, or like if they have the potential to push and, you know, the danger, you guys are going to start to dominate. And that's what a lot of the pros and the high level players do. They have their game awareness is just incredible. So they know when to rotate, they know when to push, etc. Okay, so the last tip I got for you guys, the last tip, map landing locations. where you guys are landing is super important. Specifically in ranked, you know, the higher elo, you guys really want to focus on where you guys are landing. If you guys are just playing quick play and you really don't care, it's not really that big of a deal. But if you guys are trying to win more, you guys trying to get more kills, you guys are trying to climb rank, where you guys land is also super important. Because you want to land in an area you're familiar with. That way you can, you know, move around the environment super, you know, useful, quick, better than your, you know, your opponents, and you know where some of the common good loots are. And then also it's going to give you guys good rotations. It's going to give you guys good map placement so that when the circle starts closing, you guys can rotate very efficiently. Alright, so that's pretty much it for today's video on positioning. If you guys found this video useful, please leave a like. If you guys practice positioning, I'm telling you, this is one of the fundamentals of Apex Legends. You guys are guaranteed to dominate and get a lot more kills. Like, this is no question. Alright guys, so if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys also smack that subscribe button. Like I said, like the video if you guys found this video useful or enjoyed it. I have a bunch more of these type of videos. I think I'm gonna do game awareness next, or movement. I might do movement next, but we're gonna be breaking down a bunch of, you know, the core game concepts and elements to get you guys better. So yeah, I'm pretty much done rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in my next one. Peace.
Not to having my way. I'm on a plane, having my way. I'm in these foreigns, having my way. Counting the money, just having my way. Having my way, having my way. Curving these women, just having my way. I'm at the Gucci store, having my way. Flexing on nigga, just having my way. Just having my way, just having my way. Hit up your body, make you all I'm shake. I got the key to the motherfucking safe.